Good morning.
Morning.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you can? Oh, good. I was having trouble on Friday. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
The weekend went really fast here. How about where you are?
Yes.
Here comes Miss Doreen. She's up early. How's the property, Casey? Did you get up there?
See, yes, we were up there on Saturday. I had to make some measurements of the rough openings in the kitchen so I could plan out my kitchen cabinets. So I spent a little time working on cabinet layout, trying to figure out where everything should be, given I have that choice now, and hopefully we'll get the right size cabinets and drawers and things in the right place. So.
That's really exciting. By chance, did you measure your big stuff so you know what you need?
I have a couple of the really big things like my food dehydrator. I want to have that in the pantry area. And I have this really huge stock pot that I make bone broth in. I didn't measure it, but I found one like it online and I was able to get the measurements off of that. So those are my two biggest, things to have to fit in, and then everything else should fit in around that. So.
Oh, cool. Very neat. How about the sewing? No time for that then?
Well, I did have a little bit of time. I've been wanting to add to my casual, my athlete, what they call it, athleisure wear. I have I've been working with a very minimal exercise wardrobe just because we didn't have a lot of space for it. So I copied the one pair of leggings that I have that fit me really well. And I made a kind of I guess you'd call a Muslim out of it, but hold on, you might want to put some sunglasses on.
I saw it peek. Wow.
They're a little bright. Won't be wearing them without something over them, but they had a little gusset in the back here. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Which makes it, move, fit you better for movement. So I'm thinking I might make a couple of pairs of what my grandmother used to call petty pants. The little short pants that you can wear underneath dresses and things. I have one that's just a scooch too short, but if I make some white petty pants, then I'll be able to wear it comfortably. So,
yeah.
Do you exercise outside?
When it's warm enough. If it goes over 45, I will exercise outside, but it's been in the 20s and 30s, and even sometimes the teens here. I mean, it gets cold at night here. There's usually a 30 to 40 degree difference between morning temperature and afternoon temperature.
Where are you in?
I'm in Arizona, so we're up in
northern Arizona.
We're farther north,
Yeah.
but we're at 4,000 feet, and it's high, kind of like high desert. So it gets cold at night and it gets hot.
But when you are out in the decent weather, that's good visibility. Nobody's going to hit you with a car or anything, which is good, really.
Well, I have another shirt. Hang on, let's see if I can find it.
We would be so sad if Casey got hit by a car.
So here's the top that can go with it.
Oh, that's so cute.
Well, they'll see you.
So, like I said, like Faith was pointing out, if I'm wearing this with the bottoms of the yellow, this actually would cover the yellow bottom, so I would feel, fair. But if anybody misses me in that, they got big problems.
Yeah.
Those are very nice, Casey. Really nice. Okay, let's see how Kim is today.
I'm fine. How are you guys?
I'm doing good. How is the daughter?
She's fine. She's fine.
She's negative?
She's negative.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Yay.
Just wait for her next adventure.
Now she's getting brave.
This is kind of like negative reinforcement for her to do it again.
Yeah, but it buys you a little more time, so I'm good with that.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Did you make anything, Kim?
I just finished the skirt, which I posted on our web.
Oh, I didn't see. I didn't look there yet. Can you show me? Do you have it?
Yeah, here it is. I finished that.
Oh,
Oh, that came
wow.
out nice.
Looks
And
so
it
Amazing.
has the pleat, I can't see if it's going. It has the pleats on each side. And it
So
was
cute.
super easy. Just
You're
super
frozen.
easy.
You're frozen.
Really? I'm moving over here.
We can hear you, Kim, but your skirt is frozen.
Oh,
Hopefully it'll pick up in just a second because we want to see it. That fabric really made that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we can't
yeah.
hear.
But I am working on the pants. What is it with PDF patterns? They don't put markings on anything. It's like, really?
Okay, Kim, you're unfroze. We need to see the skirt again. It was just
Oh.
like frozen blurry mode.
There's the side pleats. It's on each side, and it's just the top of the skirt. That's all. It was real simple.
Is that the full
Really
length, the
good.
long one?
No, this is
No.
a short one. I made it just a tad bit longer because I don't want to expose too much. So,
It's
and it
so
has
nice.
it has side pockets, so I'd put those in. But
Good.
other than that, it was really easy. The hardest part was getting the elastic and the little tie in the same slot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
But all I did is I just put a smaller elastic in
Hmm.
so that it could all get in there together.
Good, good.
It's adorable. And you
Thank you.
found that fabric at Joann's?
Oh yeah.
You
Uh-huh.
did?
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Because I told you I didn't like the colors of the one at Hobby Lobby, but I think it might be worth it to drive to Joann's. That fabric is awesome.
Yeah. So I'm just going to work on the pants now, but I got to figure out now where the pockets go because there's no marking for the pockets. It's like,
Oh.
oh, okay. Yeah, they put no markings. It's like, really?
On
And they
all
have like,
PDFs you've done? Is it
yeah,
like that?
it's like,
Wow.
okay, for the pleat, you have to put a pleat in the pant. They
Yeah.
have this one little mark. It's like one mark. It's like just a little bitty straight line. That's it. That's all you get is one little straight line. It's like, okay. Good thing I know how a pleat goes, but it's like one little straight line.
Oh, boy.
It's
That's
like,
not
do they
good.
get charged for every little mark they put on the pattern?
Hmm.
So I was like, okay, so I'm gonna pull out another pattern and say, okay, how far down does this pocket go? Just
Yeah.
Keep it out of the pleat.
yeah, I was like, okay.
One of my
So
sewing groups is going to be discussing PDF patterns. I'll have to tell them your complaint.
yeah, that's other than that, I mean the pattern's super easy. I mean, I don't have a sew along or anything to go with it, but
Yeah.
it's like they just don't put markings or anything on their
Mm.
patterns. And it's like, what's the problem? I mean, all you had to do is
Yeah.
put a little arrow or something.
And if you aren't used to sewing, I don't think that'd be very good.
Yeah, I mean, you could have put another little mark, another little line or something, anything.
Mhm.
But
Yeah. Boy.
I think some of that is that they're not pattern designers per se, but they just want to make what they like, kind of what
yeah,
Dara was saying. And so they don't, it's kind of like when you learn how to tie your shoe, but then you have to try and teach someone else, you forget steps, you know,
mhm,
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's so automatic. And I think that, because I've noticed that with some of the PDFs I've gotten, yeah, being an accomplished sewer, it's not too bad, but
Yeah.
if you're a new sewer, some of
Mm.
these are not a good idea.
right.
No.
Yeah. So other than that, that's all I did. I found
That's
somebody
a lot.
else that made shoes. It was like, what is it with shoes?
I know.
Who else,
Yeah.
Kim?
It was this Juliet Uzar. She won the Great British Sewing Bee,
Wow.
and she made a pair of pumps. It was like,
Wow.
Pumps.
really?
Wow.
It's like, really? What is it with shoes, people?
Mm. This weekend, you told me the other gal put the Nike, the Mimi G put the Nike on hers. And so this weekend, Isabel, my youngest, she goes, Mom, there's this Nike. Do you still have that Cricut machine? There's this Nike swoosh I can put on my sweatshirt. I said, you do know that that's illegal.
Not if you don't sell it.
That's what she said. She goes, it's just for me to keep.
Yeah.
So funny. I wonder too. Well, I'm sure it's all patented and everything, but Nike's been around for quite some time. Is there a chance like it's falling into this? No.
There's no way that they would let go of that money maker. So I like for personal use, you might be able to get away with it, but even that, they have big corporate lawyers.
I don't want to encourage her, but I think it's funny that people are putting them on there. Like this is some trend now.
What is it?
Like that. The Nike swoosh. I guess Mimi G made shoes and put it on there. It doesn't seem like she'd pay to have the licensing rights. Do you think?
I can't imagine. That would cost quite a bit of money. So.
Yeah, is she that popular that they would partner with her?
Mimi G?
She's pretty popular, but I don't know about that popular.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, Miss Doreen, excuse me, you have a lot going on. Tell us about your display.
Oh, yeah, I put this back up. Dave made this for me for a long time ago. And I just thought it was so much light back there that I could not.
Sure. You really have to clean the room. We know.
Cheryl?
Daryl.
Oh, this guy I made. I showed you. I was making it on Friday, so I've got it on.
Yeah.
That's
so
more distracting
pretty.
than the light. Good God.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Cozy. It's just, yeah. I think I showed you all this pattern, so you guys know that.
Yes.
Yep. So it's very simple to put together, but it's so cozy. Okay, so Cheryl.
Yeah.
This is. I wanted you to come on. I was trying to trick you into coming on here on.
I thought so. Make him get out of bed early.
Yeah, trying to get you up. So this guy got a little interesting for me. I wasn't planning on. Okay, so this is the pattern.
So, I love it.
Yep. So I saw this fabric in my stash. And so I had an idea, and this is what I did.
Fantastic.
Love it.
This is the fabric itself. This is the backside of this.
Yeah, came out cool.
Oh,
Yep.
interesting. Yeah.
Backside. I touched it in the stash, and I went. I don't care if I'm not ready to make this type. I'm not going to wear this type of thing right now, but it was a fabric that I just went, oh, it felt so good in my hands. I couldn't put it down.
Why would you not wear this right now?
It's a little bit too foo-foo-y to have around the house, but.
Too what?
Foo-foo-y, a little too pretty.
No, I think it's fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, I don't think it's more foo-foo than the rest of the stuff you make.
And we have to remember who you're wearing it for. If you love it, wear it. It doesn't matter if you have any place to go.
That's what I have. All my sisters are always telling me that. So what I did with this, outside of that, okay, so this, I don't think you can see it.
Yeah.
This guy came out of my pants that I made.
Oh, yeah.
Casey.
Okay.
But I saw this left over and I went, this would be perfect. And it's really perfect for that. Okay, so what you can't see is very well what I did for the very bottom here. This is out of the selvage. There you can see it.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
That's the salvage of this fabric itself. I just thought I don't want to just not use that because the salvage was just too pretty.
it is.
So that's the salvage of that. And I think that's all, yeah, that's it.
I love that.
Ah, what's the
That's
pattern
it.
number?
This is, okay, remember this is a dress, so you have to hack it off.
Yeah. But I can't see it.
Okay, hang on one second. Quick, so, hang on.
4173.
Got it?
Yeah.
It is not difficult to work with it at all, so if you want to play around with something like I did, it's easy to do it. It's a little bit of a hassle cutting it out because you got to make sure that you have the correct pieces laying the way they should be laying on the fabric. That's the thing that you got to watch out for. Yeah, it gets a little tricky. Okay, so I think you guys saw that the skirt I'm not going to get into right now. Okay, so here I'm going to start on this guy.
Hello.
I have it on my thing. So,
Ooh,
okay,
pretty.
so
Mm-hmm.
that's the fabric, and I'm gonna do their version of this guy. That
Yeah.
makes it comfy. I showed that to you guys on Friday, I think.
Yeah.
So, yep. So that's I
Fun
decided to-
fabric.
Yeah, I decided to use this fabric instead. And it's getting to be that time of year where we need something a little brighter and cheerful. So,
Yeah. Looks like springtime.
so that's me.
It's adorable, Doreen. That's fun.
Yeah.
And
Are
I
you
love
doing
hearing
the-
you say spring is coming.
Are you doing the wider sleeve or did you decide against that?
I think what I'm gonna do is use the wider sleeve, but narrow it down a little bit.
Mhm.
Because it really is cute,
Yeah.
but I want to have it not quite so huge.
Yeah.
So I'll still use it though.
Pretty.
That's all for me.
Very
Nice.
nice. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Lynn, how about you? What did you work on?
Oh, gosh, I'm still putting my top together. And Casey was right. They don't want the fabric back. So I have a little bit of extra fabric. So I'm thinking about making an ensemble.
Oh,
What?
Right.
A top and
Where's
bottom.
that from, Lynn?
Where was this from?
Was that from the one that
It wasn't from the girl Charlie. It was from
Okay.
Stylish Fabric.
which one?
I was looking for rayon and I thought I was at the Fashion Fabric Club because I like their prices, but turns out I was at this stylishfabric.com, which were still affordable, but you can't buy a half yard and it came short of a yard. Then when I washed it, it was 3 inches short of a yard.
Wow.
oh,
is that
wow.
the stylish fabric? Is that what you said, Lynn?
I'm sorry, what?
Stylish fabric? Is
Yeah.
that what you said?
Stylishfabric.com.
Thank you.
They sent me coupons and all kinds of stuff. And it's like,
Are they a little more spendy?
no, they were very reasonable. It's just that they didn't send me the full yard, and then when it's rayon and it's going to shrink, lost a pin. Don't want to lose a pin with the puppies. So this is I'm trying to put the neckline in. I've got the sleeves done.
Mhm.
The back's all done.
So
Yes.
pretty.
I love that fabric. That is so pretty.
Mhm.
It is.
Yeah.
So I have enough to make a little skirt to go with it. So
Good.
I'm trying to
that'd be
do
darling.
the little neck now.
Yeah.
What kind of fabric is that?
Rayon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I haven't pressed it or anything. So yeah, it's gone together really well now that then like I said, I've got the extra. I don't know, maybe that's all I sewed. I thought I sewed something else. I can't remember. I need to embroider it. I've got a pile of work to do on the embroidery machine. I got a lady calling me for pay for work, and I'm just ignoring them all. I can't keep up. I'm a one project at a time gal. Otherwise, I got
Oh.
way too much.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
A while ago, it's the
Ooh,
scarf
that-
from-
Fun.
That's
oh,
cute.
what? You made that one?
yeah, it's kind of cool. Like this that you sew on,
Very cool.
goes through a little hole here and comes out there. And
That's
then
Wow.
cute.
I
Oh,
suppose if I was thinner, there'd be less black in the
honey, you
middle.
keep saying that you don't look, you do, from what our view is, you look,
Well, I'm not
totally
like
thin.
over. Yeah, my weight's good. It's just everything shifting down to the middle
Mm.
area. It's
Well, then stay up where you're at, because we can't see it from here.
oh, I feel it every day.
You look marvelous.
My waist is gone. There's no more illusion waist even. Oh my gosh, it's so hard because then things don't move. You know, they're tight where they shouldn't be. So you got to remake them.
Lynn, what was the pattern number on that one, or pattern maker?
I don't know the pattern number. It's called Style Arc,
Oh, okay.
ARC, and it's
Yeah.
called the scarf something top.
Okay.
I've made about 3 of them, and you know, the color combination really matters. You can't have too much contrast.
Mm.
Like I did one in bright colors with the dark, it's got to all be, you know, cohesive. And it feels really good on because it's so soft on your neck. And
Yeah.
it was a great pattern, pretty easy. It was just, you know, she's got 3 or 4 patterns there. The other one has a knot down at the waistline. I made that a couple times where you put the fabric in and out and sew it goofy and turn it right side, and it's gorgeous. So I'll do that one next time, because that one, it took me like 10 minutes to get it in my brain how to manipulate the fabric and sew it on the side to make it right. But that's the challenge, you know, when you come up with something really different than you normally would wear in a straight bottom t-shirt. So she has a couple interesting little techniques that make it different, still comfortable, still fits.
It looks great. I love it.
Thank
It's
you.
really
Really
cute.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you do learn that it's all about the color choices. So you got to really hold them up together, and they have to melt together. They can't be like, oh, that's more exciting than the rest. Then of course, you know, your stomach is like, oh yeah, all the attention goes to your belly, because if you choose the wrong color for the front, it is all focused in where you don't want it.
Mm.
But it was a great way to use my stripes. I still probably have 5 or 6 cuts of striped fabric. I don't know what to do with. How many stripes can you wear?
Lynn, actually on Peggy Sager's,
Oh yeah.
yeah, she's got a couple of her webcasts that are all about stripes.
Stripes.
She gives me a lot of ideas.
Yeah, she's great. I've got a couple of her videos.
That's why I like her, because I need ideas to work with to get me going.
And I like her voice. I could listen to her all day long.
Nice work, Lynn.
But I
Okay,
love that. That's good.
let's see. We checked in with Kim and Doreen and Lynn. How about you, Suzette?
I made the shorts.
That's exciting.
They're very easy.
Oh, they're cute.
Yeah.
Those are really cute. The elastic turned out great.
Yeah, just, you know, to mess around the house. I don't know if I'd wear them out anywhere.
Oh, really?
What
Are they
fabric is that out of? Is it linen?
No, this is that same pop fabric. This is what I made the Lisa dress out of. This was what was left over.
It's
Is it
pretty.
really comfy fabric, or?
Oh yeah, it's really soft. There's just a little bit of stretch to it. It's cotton,
I like
but
it.
they were very easy. It's only 2 pieces.
Oh, that's fun. Tell us about the elastic though, because it looks so great. Did you just find elastic that fits perfectly?
No, it asked for 1-inch elastic, and that's what I had.
I'm
Wow.
finding 1-inch elastic works for a lot of things. It's just the right amount. It gives you it gives you something strong along the waist area, and it looks good too.
Yeah.
How did
So-
you put the elastic in
Just made the casing
and stuck it in?
and threaded it through.
Okay.
Did you use your serger?
No.
Oh, you
I
didn't?
could have, but this pattern doesn't tell you to do that. So that's a win-win for me.
Wait.
They may fall apart.
I was gonna say, isn't there some danger in not serging pants?
Well, like around the curves, and they just tell you to stitch it twice, like
Oh, good. Okay.
your seam allowance and then another 1/4 inch or so over. But it's a simple pattern, but the measurements, I mean, they're way, you need to go by the finished measurements because
Yeah.
like from one size to another, the hip measurement is 5 inches different.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, they go out, you know, you have a lot of room in there, but 5 inches is a lot.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is the top going to be really basically the same easy level to make?
Yeah, so with the short pattern, they also have the pants pattern. And then with the top, you just go longer and they have the dress, which I'm working on the dress right now with this.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
nice.
darling.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh.
Suzette.
And I'm not sure where those big
Oh.
medallions are gonna fall. It could be just like, 'cause I'm
Wow.
not that good at figuring out where to lay things.
Well, look on the pattern where the bust area is.
I showed you the top the other day, the black floral top. So the fabric I wanted to make the dress out of is this black. Wasn't
And
enough of it. So
Okay.
this is just one of those pieces I got from Walmart and it's not enough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe the shorts might be comfortable out of that.
That's so awesome. I want to know, what does your husband think of all these garments now that are coming out of your sewing room?
Well, every time he says, I thought you said you weren't going to make
I
clothes.
remember you saying that.
I said, I still feel that way, but I'm still doing it.
Maybe we're in-
each time you learn a little bit more, so they're not
Yes,
perfect, but
Yeah.
that's true.
and then listening to all of you, you get different hints on
Mhm.
Yep.
ways of doing things. But pattern adjustments and all that, I'm not gonna. I have to learn that still, but that's why I wanted to find a basic pattern that I can kind of know that it's gonna work for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Then when you find a pretty fabric, you have that option. Oh, I'm going to make a shirt out of that because I can.
Right.
Yeah.
As you can.
But
Yeah.
it has the round neckline. I do want to learn how to make like different necklines with that same pattern, like a V-neck, or I'm
Mm,
not sure how to do that. I have to research that one.
You're doing
that
great.
work.
Because you guys know that if you change something here, then you have to change this part too. Well, when you're trying to learn the construction of something, you don't know if I change this, it's going to affect that. So.
There's an embroidery program that you can do all sorts of necklines on anything after you make it.
Really?
Yeah. I'll have,
What?
In the hoop.
I'll have to look it up and let you know what it is.
So
Gosh,
it's like you embroider the neckline when it's flat, and then you lay your pattern on top of that and work from
No,
what-
you just make a rounded neck t-shirt, and then you program the embroidery program. You pick what you want, what neckline, and you place it, because you can do it with a ready-made shirt, so it has to be made already, and then you place it in your hoop and it does the neckline and you cut as you go.
And it's finished.
Yeah.
The neckline is
Yeah.
finished.
Mhm.
That's just incredible.
Yeah.
Could you do one?
Pardon?
Could you do it?
Could I? I did. Yeah, I did a few of them. Yeah.
Oh, could you show us one of them or whenever?
Oh gosh, this has been a couple years. I don't have it
Okay.
anymore though.
Okay.
I
Were
have
you happy with it?
program.
Were you
Yeah, I was. Yeah. Mhm.
neat, Cheryl? Wow.
It sounds
Tell me,
cool.
what kind of embroidery machine do you have again, Cheryl?
At that time, I just had a Janome embroidery only.
Okay. And what do you have now? Is it a combination?
Yeah. It's a Bernina.
Because you sure make some gorgeous things on that.
Yes, you
Oh,
do.
it's fun.
Is
It's
it
fun.
behaving yet? Did you get a temperature on it this morning?
Yeah.
See?
No, it's all healed, all better.
Yay!
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
Cheryl, I wanted to tell you, I was looking up, well, it just came across on my news feed, but Dorothy's Daughters, have you heard of that?
What is it?
It's a website, Dorothy's Daughters. She has
No.
a YouTube
Oh
channel.
yeah, I've seen her.
She did a review on her 10 favorite patterns, and they go up all
Oh.
different sizes, and they're free patterns, 10 different free
Oh,
patterns.
how nice. Wow.
So when I looked at her, then a whole bunch of other ones came up.
Oh,
Oh.
fun.
But a lot of them are European. A
Mhm.
lot of them use this, their favorites were the same, from the same pattern company. And she only reviews them if she's happy with people that draft the pattern.
Mhm.
You know, if it's somebody that she's not that familiar with, and she doesn't recommend them yet, because some of
Okay.
them she hasn't made, but she's confident with the company.
Oh. Do you have a link for it?
It's just Dorothy's Daughters.
Just Dorothy's.
Just
Okay.
Dorothy's
search,
Daughters.
search it on YouTube.
Yeah,
right.
I've seen her.
On
She's good.
YouTube.
Thank you.
Dorothy's Daughters. Okay.
And then can we put the link to the seatbelt thing again?
Yep, just did that. I must have read your mind, Susan.
Because I saved the chat, but when I went in to find the link, it wasn't on there. But I'm not.
And I'm going to grab that. Lynn shared that order of operations document too. So I'm going to try and get that up for you guys too. Oops.
Andrea, could you do me a favor?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you have Spencer or whoever put something on GroupWorks regarding this program? Because my ASG people keep asking about it, and they wanted somebody to come and speak to them. And I just felt like it was easier for you guys to just put something on GroupWorks about this program.
Yeah.
Again, instead of somebody having to keep coming, talking to somebody individually.
Yeah. How does that work? Like if you have someone come and talk to you?
I have no idea. So,
Okay.
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
like that's
I think it's just as easy for you guys to put it on GroupWorks than it would be to keep talking to individual groups. Then
okay.
everybody could see it.
Oh, yeah. Because I found it through Ramona
Mhm.
from
Right.
ASG. Yeah.
How
I
many-
found this through GroupWorks myself. That's
Yeah.
Yeah. Group
Yeah.
works.
Because Ramona puts it on GroupWorks for us.
Yep.
And that's how I found it.
Okay,
Okay.
so is she still putting it on there or you want it
Well,
on?
have her put it back on there again so that they can see it.
Okay. All right, I made a note and I will ask him what is involved in that process. He's the boss, so he ought to know how to do it.
That and they did those interviews with us about, you know, how we liked and everything. Maybe they can grab some of that information and do a little
Mhm.
video that she can post so that they, you know, people
Yeah.
will see
They
or
they
hear.
did create one early on and Cheryl was in it. It was just so heartwarming, the video that they
Aw.
made in the beginning. But yeah, I'll ask him about that promo and Yeah, because we haven't, well, let's see, we got Faye, but Faye joined us because Lynn recommended her. And Gay, did you find out from GroupWorks or did you find out from,
I think I was on Facebook and I don't know where I hit something and you popped up and I said, okay, I'll check this out.
We have our See We Sew
We
or whatever
Sew.
it is.
So we
But that
stopped.
doesn't say this group. That's
No,
just
it doesn't. Mm-mm.
I think it was through one of the quilting groups that I found you
Oh.
somehow.
nice. Yeah. And if you all have other ideas too, how we can grow it, I will share them with him.
What is your Facebook? How do I find you on Facebook?
That's something that Sally set up for the ladies to communicate in between sessions. Where is Sally? Where has Sally been?
She's she's
Nothing.
probably at a doctor's appointment. That's what she's been, dealing with a little bit still.
Oh.
No, she loves this group. So
Does anybody have a Facebook open on their computer and they can pop the link in the chat for Face so she can, Faye and Gay if Gay's on Facebook too.
Oh, So We Sew.
SoWeSew.com.
Okay.
I would just, if you're on Facebook, type in So We Sew. When you search for So We Sew, it'll pop up. It'll say it's a private group.
And ask to join. Yeah.
Ask to join and then Sally will let you in.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. So Suzette, the garments are awesome. I'm so proud of you. And then Cheryl, I think it was your share, but somehow we got way off in the deep end there. I don't even know what happened or where we went. How are you doing?
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh, me. Well, I didn't do too much over the weekend. I had a bad reaction to some medication I'm on. So, but I'd like to tell you a story. You were talking about sneakers. Shoes, shoemaking. And when I was in junior high school, I was in shorthand class, Mr. Kelvin, and he was a very nice man. He just was a great teacher too. And I used to get in trouble in his class because my friend Jackie sat by me. And anyway, he asked one day what everybody's father did for a living. So when he got to me, my dad worked in a steel mill. He was a foreman there. And I told him that my father made high-heeled sneakers. And in those days, you never heard of high-heeled sneakers, right? But it did come to fruition. I should have just followed through and made them myself.
Yes. But
he says, oh, I can't even imagine how, a person would stand up in these. And I said, well, you take a regular sneaker, if you want to make it, or if you want to just buy a regular sneaker and make it. And he goes, yeah. And where do you get the heel? I said, well, you get, like a bone fabric type of thing, and that'll take the weight, and you cover that with rubber. Well, where am I going to get the rubber? I said, well, rubber comes from a Chick-fil-A plant, and just on, and just made up all this nonsense. By the time a couple weeks before Christmas, he said, do you think your father could make a pair for my wife? She would simply love them.
Oh, visionary.
I had to give it up to him. I said, I'm sorry. I was just fooling all that time.
Oh,
he was a good sport. He was a good sport because one other time, my friend Jackie got the, now this is in the old schools, and you used to need this long pole to open the windows with.
wow.
Well, he was at the board writing his shorthand, and my friend Jackie got the pole and touched the back of him. And then she put it on my desk. Yeah. So anyhow, you just reminded me of Mr. Kelvin and the high-heeled sneakers when you were talking about making shoes. And that's about it. And I think I'm going to finish my my flannel nightgown this week. I set everything up on the sewing machine, and
Which pattern?
the one you made.
That's what I was wondering. Okay.
Yes, that one. Mhm.
Very nice. That's exciting, Cheryl. I'm happy you're getting back to the machine.
Yeah, me too. It feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
So this is going to be from the sunny state of Florida with an F. Faye.
Well, I'm going to hide under the desk because I haven't really accomplished much. I did finish my napkin.
Good for you.
Oh,
I use it more like a little placemat when I want to be elegant. It's too nice for a napkin.
oh, is that
Yeah,
Where's
pretty?
the fabric?
Oh, my Laurel Birch collection.
Mm.
I got a question, Andrea. Do you know what you did wrong? I do. I do because I did it the first.
Oh, you
Oh, so you made a pillow too.
Yeah, it was coming into a pillow, but the mistake we made, and you did the same thing I did. You measured from the seam side. You put your ruler there, the edge of the ruler. Where's the ruler? I got all kinds of junk. This is was the seam side, and you put your ruler here to measure. What you were supposed to do is put it on the fold to measure.
On the fold, like we folded the napkin?
You remember in the corner, you folded
Oh,
it
yeah, I
to show
didn't
that
fold
line
anything.
across. Well, if you put it in the seam side, you get the 2-inch and it's too big and it makes a pillow.
Oh.
If you put it against the fold, like she said, it works perfectly.
Okay, so the clue was definitely with the 2 inches.
But not just that, when I got done and I went to turn it inside out to see if what I was doing was right, and I was getting a pillow also, I said I did something wrong, and I played around with it till I figured out. And then I remembered she said, put the ruler up against the fold.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay,
that's-
thank you for explaining what happened. But now we know how to make a pillow too.
That's right.
It depends on which side. I'm going to start working on my skirt later.
What did you end up deciding with the skirt?
I am making the 8-gourd skirt that has the underskirt and it opens. And
Nice.
so as you walk, it's like fringe, like she said.
Ooh,
Nice.
I have to finish each one individually on the bottom.
Oh,
wow.
So I'll make the underskirt first and make sure that it fits all right. And then I can determine what to do with the upper skirt.
Very exciting. You don't think that won't be ready tomorrow, will it? You'll still be sewing.
I don't usually start at 6 in the morning like you people. You people,
I'm not included in that unless I stayed up all night.
And I don't stay up all night sewing either. But I mean, there are certain hours I sew during, like daylight. Sometimes I sew a little bit in the evening till about, I've even worked till 9 sometimes, but most of the time it's during daylight.
Yeah.
I get tired. I don't know. I'm just a pokey sewer. I'm a perfectionist, and you can't do it slapdash if you're nuts. It takes more time.
Yes, you shouldn't be, you should enjoy it. So I know Kim's kind of pointed out that she's a slower sewer, and that's
Yep.
okay. And we should, I've been reflecting on feeling, like I should, and I was like, no, the point is to enjoy it. And so I'm not going to allow myself to get pressured to do or go faster.
That's it. I just can't. I almost never finish anything in a class. When we used to do the hands-on.
Oh,
It
yeah.
would be rare when I would finish it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not satisfied if it's all screwed up. I don't like wiggly lines unless I put them there on purpose.
Yeah.
No rush ever. We will
But you
always
guys, I'm
receive your.
watching you people, you're so prolific.
Oh, which is interesting. Like I've always sewn this much. Has anybody else? Does anybody feel like they're sewing extra? Kim and
Yes.
Gwen?
Yes.
Suzette, do you feel like you're sewing more than ever, or were you always sewing a lot?
I'm sewing about the same amount.
And Gay, we know you sew a lot. You just have to be. And Casey, you must have too.
Well, work was the kind of the regulator on how much time, work and children. So
Oh, right.
I pretty much would sew, daily if I could,
Mhm.
but not as now I've sold my house, packed up my house, moved across country. I'm building a house. So I have a little more time, but not a lot more time. I'm anticipating once the house is built, then I can, and I have all my stuff where I can get at it easily
Yeah.
and things like that. Now I have to really be thoughtful and say, oh, I got to go up to storage and get this or get that or bring it back. So that kind of, I have to have a travel allowance into my sewing time.
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
fun. And when I had little kids at home, I sewed to stay sane. That was, yeah, like that was not optional.
Their nap time
Andrea,
was great.
did you literally go, did you tell the kids, hey, I got to get something done? And basically they let.
Oh no, they would come in and like they would fall asleep to the sound of the sewing machine. They could come in and be there. It was just like my sanity, right? Like I was doing something that I enjoyed and I would finish it and be excited. Yeah, like I didn't ever put it off. If the kitchen was clean, I was sewing. That was the only rule. I couldn't sew in a dirty kitchen.
I think I remember telling you guys that when my son was about 9 years old, things were getting a little tense, and he came up and he said, "Mommy, I think you need to go sew."
Mhm.
How cute.
Yeah, and it's a time when like I could think, right? Because the sound of the machine is nice and you can just finally hear yourself.
I evidently calmed down because if I get kind of nippy around the house, he just kind of goes, go. He kind of directs me to the sewing room, and I go, okay, I'm leaving, I'm going, because then I'm by myself and I get to think and I'm in my own element. So yeah.
I wish young husbands realized, or there was someone to teach them. It's so important for your partner, whether it could be a husband or a wife, to have a passion. Like you want them to have something that they enjoy.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Actually, what you're just talking about right now, I'm going through that with my niece because she is about to get married very shortly. And she didn't quite understand what I was getting at, because I said, you used to be extremely busy. Now you're not as stressed out with things because, her life has gone a different direction and she's kind of in a better way. And I said, but just because all these stressful things have gone, now you look, I could tell in her face, I said, you kind of look a little bit bored. I know you're doing your wedding stuff, but outside of that, I said, that can't be everything. And she was like, what? I said, you got to develop your own thing. And so she started thinking and she's developing her own, but she says, yeah, she finally caught on. But that idea is so true.
She's lucky to have you, Doreen, because so many of us had to find that out kind of the hard way.
Yeah.
And then you almost had to fight for it. Like then, you really had to dig in. No, I'm going to spend $5,000 on fabric. Get out of my way.
You know what's a big problem too? People who don't have a hobby when they retire. They don't know what to do with themselves. It sounds wonderful. I'm going to retire and travel the world. Try that with COVID. But
right.
You can't just travel all the time. You can't just go and sightsee all the time.
No, and it's so social, the sewing. It has a social component, with the American Sewing Guild and the quilting groups and all this, and like this little group. And like I lost my husband, and a lot of us are widows. but we have something and a social thing to get together with, and it
Yeah.
really, really helps.
Absolutely.
That's one of the reasons why I tried so hard to make sure that my husband had his workroom downstairs in the walkout basement.
Ah,
And we have a spot for the computer office stuff, but I was like that, there were several iterations where I almost got lost, and I was like, nope, we both need to have a place for our passions. And he
Yeah.
does woodworking, so it can't be in the same room.
no,
Because they make a lot of noise.
no.
Yeah, my husband does a lot of woodworking as a hobby too. And he's out in the garage area. That's where the workshop is, out. It makes a lot of noise.
Yeah.
I
And
think that
dust.
this could be a really fun conversation to have one time and really go into depth about the passions. I think that
Yes.
could be very cool on
Yeah.
both sides. Did you have a question, Casey, or a comment or some? I thought I heard somebody said, "Hey, Andrea," didn't they?
No, KC was about to say something, but I don't, maybe you were about, no biggie?
No.
Okay. No
Okay.
biggie.
Okay, so let's see. So anything else to share, Faye, with an S before we move to Gay
No, I'm good, thanks.
in chilly, Massachusetts?
Gay, where
How
do
are
you
you
live
doing?
at?
Huh?
Where do
What?
you live at?
I'm in Worcester, Mass, right in the center of the
Okay.
state.
That doesn't
My
help. that.
neighbor.
Yes,
How cold is it for you guys right now?
We
it
had
was
snow.
2. It was 2 this morning. We had snow yesterday,
Yeah.
all day. All day yesterday we had
Wow.
snow.
Is this, we've got the same, we can't hardly go outside right now. It's so bitter.
Where are you? Where are you?
Minnesota.
Okay.
Shut up, Lynn. They don't
so-
want to hear it.
Yeah,
It's
Suzette
Oh.
down there.
It's 80 something degrees here.
Yeah.
It's what? 80?
It's
Like
summertime.
85 yesterday.
Yesterday.
Oh,
That's heaven.
oh
Yeah,
my
that's
God.
We consider it hell, but anyway, we
Can
enjoy
you
it.
mute her? Can you mute that 80-degree lady?
Would you
You
say
guys can go swimming.
you
Mm.
could if you wanted to, yeah?
Mm.
Hey, are you by the water?
No, Lynn is.
Yeah, I see it from your window, Lynn, from your other window.
All right, I've got all the curtains down now. We had rain yesterday, and after the rain, we walked to the park and everything was wet and shiny and beautiful and still very warm. It was such a delightful walk.
We could mute her too.
I can't imagine.
We had dinner outside yesterday
Oh,
at the
boy.
restaurant. Yeah.
Oh,
Florida
nice.
is open.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
I can't even
Suzette can walk
imagine
to
it.
the beach.
I can't imagine it.
That's lovely.
Fun. You're going to have to move, Doreen, down there and enjoy the warm weather.
Everybody else does.
Yes.
We're having a building boom now.
Oh,
If only.
I had a heating pad on my knees last night. That's how cold it is.
Oh,
It's
wow.
very, yeah,
Yeah.
it's bitter cold. This is nasty.
Mhm.
We
Oh,
can't
it's
even
cold.
go out on our walks right now because we can't,
Yeah.
the air breathing, it almost hurts.
Ooh.
Mm,
Yeah,
that's too damn cold.
yeah, it's too
Yeah.
damn cold.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, where are you?
Indianapolis.
What's the
That's cool,
temperature
too.
there?
It's 18 right now.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
still cold.
Yeah. So-
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold.
Yeah.
Are you still working your classes, Gay? Your quilting classes from the...
I did those last week, but then Saturday morning, well, I had to order groceries and we went to pick those up. They shop for me and I just pick them up at the curb.
Yeah.
And then I had ordered fabric for those 2 baby quilts, the backings. So I had to take an hour ride. I was up by you, up in Pelham, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Picked up fabric up there and then came home. And then my son, his family's moving here. So we've got I'm losing this sewing room, but I'm gaining a bigger sewing room downstairs.
Ah.
So I'm trying to pack things up and stop moving stuff around. So Saturday was not a sew day, but then Saturday night I sat and I found a it's called Young Millennials Quilting Group.
Yeah.
And they're doing a 10-year anniversary. It's called Project of Doom.
Oh,
Wow.
And it's a Harry Potter
oh,
bookcase quilt.
wow.
Oh, we can't. Yeah,
No, I can't see.
you're getting
Oh, yeah,
closer.
yeah.
Like try and block the glare with your hand and we should be able to see it.
Okay.
Oh,
that's
pretty.
Cute.
Wow.
So it's
Oh,
all, the only thing is, it's all paper pieced.
wow.
Oh,
So yesterday I said, okay, I'm gonna work on one, the first block, because they're doing it as a group thing. So 2 blocks a week.
Okay.
So yesterday I came upstairs and I pulled the fabric for the first block, which is the crystal ball and some
fun.
books. Well, I got it done and I looked and I said, this is not right. This
Wait, we
is,
can't see it.
no, it is not right. This is
Okay.
supposed to be a crystal ball. I used all the wrong fabric. All around was supposed to be the background
Oh.
fabric.
right.
So I said, and I struggled yesterday. So this morning I got up early and I went on the Project of Doom, and somebody had said there's a paper piecing video. So I watched her video again and I said, okay. So after I got cleaned up, had breakfast, the whole 9 yards, I came back upstairs for I had an hour before we came on live. And I have,
Oh, look at that.
Cool.
That is really neat.
Oh,
Love it.
Yeah.
do you
cute.
see this? Do you
Wow.
see the stars in the ball?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, no, I
okay.
didn't. Oh, yeah.
Fun, fun.
So
Yeah.
this is half of the block. The books still have to be done, but at least I got the ball done this morning before.
Yeah.
So, and the books are a lot easier than the ball. This had 11 pieces just in here. So,
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
But-
blast. Can I see the back of it, Gay, so I can see like what it ends up looking like on the back side? Very neat.
just
Wow.
lots of little pieces, but I had my little lesson and came upstairs and felt very confident this morning that this was going to happen
Yeah.
today.
So not only does Gay wake up early to sew with us, she's pre-sewing before she meets us.
Not usually. Usually I have housework, but we did a vacuum dusting the other day, so it's good right now. So as
Awesome.
long as the bed's made and the kitchen's cleaned, I'm all set.
Yeah. I do both of those things too. Anybody
Yeah.
else have to have the kitchen clean and the bed made?
Hmm.
I do.
Yeah.
You don't, Doreen?
The kitchen, I have to, because I go right when I get out of the sewing room, that's the first thing I can see is the dining and then the kitchen. So I could smell food if it's out still, and I can't stand that. So that's got to be clean, but I don't go upstairs to the bedroom. I
We
don't
do
see it.
that before we'll say after breakfast, then I go upstairs, I get cleaned up. I do
Yeah.
breakfast first.
Mm.
And then when I'm upstairs in the bedroom, then I do the bed at the same time. Or my husband will do the bed before he comes down some mornings. So,
Mm.
Oh, I do it right after I brush my teeth. I make the bed.
well, sometimes he stays in longer than me in the morning. So I'm up usually about an hour before him. And he'll take his time, he'll get cleaned up and he'll do the bed before he comes downstairs.
The real question is, does he do the bed properly or do you have
Yes.
to make the bed?
No, no. And the day that I'm changing the bed, I always say to him, don't make the bed tomorrow morning because I'm changing it.
Oh, that's sweet. That's really sweet. How many years have you been married, Gabe?
49.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
That's wonderful. Congrats.
Who can top 49?
Probably Cheryl.
I was like Cheryl.
I did.
Yeah.
How many for you, Faye?
51.
Okay.
Oh.
Cheryl? Oh, we can't hear you, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Mine was 50 last year.
Aw.
Yeah.
Very
Yes,
congratulations to all of you. That is impressive.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
impressed too.
How old were you when you,
Cheryl.
Cheryl, were you in your just like just a going on into your adult life? I mean, you were more than your teenager when you got married, because you're not that old.
Well, I knew him in kindergarten, you see.
Wow. Did you really?
No.
She's
Oh,
full of
okay.
it. I'm getting to know when
I
she's
met
full of it.
him and we got married 6 months later.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Wait, how old were you?
Me?
Yeah, when you got married.
23.
Okay.
That's old
That's
enough.
not, yeah.
Me too. That was my age.
Hmm.
6-month engagement, just like Cheryl.
Ah,
Wow.
mess around.
Very interesting.
Well, I had a year. I had a year in.
I had, before I actually walked down the aisle, I had 3.
Uh-huh. 3
We
what?
had,
3
um,
men or
Cheryl,
3 years?
you have to keep this G-rated.
My Aunt Ruby was engaged when she met my uncle, who she married.
Oh goodness, I love just the sound of Aunt Ruby though.
Oh yeah, she was a corker. She was really wild and funny.
Oh goodness gracious.
I had a very long engagement though. That's because he wanted to be married in the fall. And so he's got that engineering background. So he's very on a lot of things. So
Exactly.
he knew, and I knew that we were going to have probably like a year-long engagement, just because when you're in a large metropolitan area, there's a lot of people getting, it's hard to get on. And if you want to have a place to reserve for,
Oh
doing
yeah.
doing all that stuff, you have to, it takes time. So it's not like I was planning the wedding for a full year, but we had to get things, get the reservations going immediately.
Yep.
And it wasn't that easy to get them. I do remember that. It was hard, so.
Yeah, we were a year. We were 1 year engaged before.
yeah,
got
we were a year, and we're going on
Mhm.
40 this year.
Oh,
Wedding in 3
Oh,
weeks.
Awesome. Yeah.
wow,
Wow.
you've got some time in too.
Well, I planned mine, Doreen, I planned mine in 3 weeks.
Good for you.
Your wedding in 3 weeks? Wow,
Yeah,
Cheryl.
Yeah, my parents were coming up to Massachusetts for a vacation, and I said, well, we might as well do it while they're here.
Where did you get married at?
Hmm?
Where did you get married at?
Where? At a
Yes.
church,
I mean, I'm sorry, the reception afterwards.
We had a small wedding. There was only, 20 some people. So
That's just
we
fine.
reserved a room at our favorite restaurant.
That's
That's
sweet.
fantastic.
Really sweet. Okay, lovely ladies. Did everybody get to share? I didn't forget anyone?
No.
Yeah? Okay, we're good.
Moving
All right.
on. Moving on.
So we'll see you tomorrow for the skirts.
What?
Yes.
Okay, have a good Monday. Thank you.
Bye.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.